Good on ya. But I kind of wanted to see Trap go further. Jesus. All right, guys, here we go. It is time for the final game of today's iCast. Your freaking awesome replays. Up here in the top right-hand side in the red, the Terran, it's Katsuro. Katsuro. And down here, the power of science, represented by physics. Of course, today's challenge, guys, was ignorance is bliss. I have no idea which player sent this replay in, so I'll keep an eye on both to see which player was not scouting, because that was the challenge. You're not allowed to scout. You can harass, but you got to go straight for damage. You're not allowed to, like, fly an oracle through their base, do a revelation, and fly out. That would be breaking the challenge. You've got to just go in and do the damage. So one of these players has no doubt avoided scouting for the entire game. Now, a lot of people then send me in replays of this challenge in the next week sometimes, and I go, no. If I'm already casting the replays, that challenge is over. If you guys want to get your replays featured, the info is always there in chat. I am casting the replays 1 day late today. Normally it gets cast yesterday at this time every week. So you guys have 5-6 days to get your replays in for the next one. Challenge is government refineries. No one does efficiency like government-owned utilities. You may only mine with one worker from each gas geyser. Get your submissions into eonblue95@gmail.com as attachment as per usual. Only send in one replay. Don't be one of those guys who's like, hey, I tried the challenge a few times. Here's 26 replays. Choose the best one. My moderators are not going to look through 26 replays. They're going to assume they're all trash if you're too lazy to pick one which you think is entertaining. So, should be good. Are we going to do any more Florencio files this week, says Jay Pegney. Yeah, today or tomorrow. For sure, dude. For sure. I've been meaning to, but we've got so much going on in terms of those GSL versus the World shows. Trying to squeeze in some 2v2s to keep that more regular. Trying to get all the good shit going. So, trying to find the time to get in a few of those cheeky Florencio files. What's an ideal replay length? Doesn't matter, just depends how good the game is, Yorkie Pud. As a general rule, most replays that are over half an hour are pretty bad, because there's just big lulls where nothing happens. But we have cast some very long replays in the past. It just needs to be, actually entertaining. Sometimes people are like, look, but we turtled for 45 minutes, and then there was this one really cool fight with battle cruisers. And I'm like, yeah, you got to remember, am I going to cast a 45-minute replay where literally no interaction happens to get one good fight? Probably not. If you think it's really worth it and special, you can always maybe add something there in the description or whatever. So Eon Blue, when he's watching it, knows if he thinks it's worth it, he'll put it in, and he'll actually give me a note saying 8 times speed the first 20 minutes of this replay, and then we can always do it. Either that or a person who was trying to break into your house while high Zendamion and then had a call of nature on your balcony. One or the other. So, guys, in the theme of next week's challenge, let's start talking about this game. Did you guys see that? There was 5 SCVs doing what 3 workers could do. So, just remember, it seems like physics also agrees with government industry there. You know, the opposite. Let's have 5 people do 3 people's jobs rather than let's chokehold the entire industry and have one person do, where we really should have 3 people doing it to get it done a lot faster. But physics here just kind of chilling, and Katsuro is going to come across the map. Literally the first player who wants to actually take a fucking look around this map. The Reaper's going to come over, jetpack blazing, fucking pistol in each hand. And he is so ready to fucking kill some workers right now. Is he going to find a way in? Oh, the Marines are up there. They're fucking out of the way. Look at this. The Reaper's like, yeah, mate, get fucked. Gonna try and stop that depot building. Oh, that poor little drilly boy gets killed just before the depot finishes. Amazing Reaper micro. Hits the mineral patch there. That mineral patch is heavily bruised. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you actually land Reaper grenades on mineral patches, it does reduce their mining rate for the rest of the game, similar to a concussive shell effect, because the minerals are actually vibrating. It's a new mechanic. They added it in the last patch. They said they wanted to add more depth and more clear, obvious mechanics that make a lot of sense to the game. So good on Katsuro with that Reaper harass. Going into mech behind it, making a lot of Hellions there. Has a starport on the way as well. Building up a pretty fucking sick economy. And feel sorry for that one guy in Bronze League watching who believes anything I fucking say. He's like, oh, he's going to be running into people's bases, fucking dropping grenades on mineral patches. He's like, man, this is so sick. Over the long term, I'm going to slow down his mining a lot. Yeah, I kind of miss the days, actually, when I first started actually making sarcastic comments on my stream. Any shout out in chat if anyone's been watching my stream long enough to remember the daily where I said I was quitting and becoming an Overwatch pro. And I had messages for like a month being like, I'm really sad you're leaving the StarCraft scene, pig. And I'm like, did fucking no one understand that was a joke? Nobody? Okay, nobody got it. I guess I don't make enough sarcastic comments on stream. Everyone's like, well, I guess Pig's becoming an Overwatch. I was like, Jesus, guys, come on. What do you think of me? I will die with this game. He says 2 months before a new card game comes out, and he swaps to cast that before going to host TI. What? Nothing. Anyway, long story short, Katsuro's fucking making a lot of Bernie boys, a couple of tanky boys. We've got a double armory on the way. Random stealing Day9's identity references aside, this game is progressing in a very ignorant fashion. Katsuro went for one piece of harassment, went straight for the worker line. Physics still has not even fucking tried for any damage or to look around the map at all. I don't know, I almost want to disqualify Physics for fucking putting an SCV in the corner of the base to look for drops. I'm like, you're cheating, you're fucking scouting, this isn't ignorant enough. No, really, this is about as ignorant. Do you know how uncomfortable I get if I get fucking 4 minutes into a game without knowing what my opponent's doing? Right now, these nerds just don't give a fuck. They are as ignorant as they come, and they are ready to make Terran great again, you know? They've got faith that by closing their eyes and wishing real hard, they will win this game. They're getting ready, of course, to instill a couple of tariffs on each other. Rather than actually going across the map to attack, they're deciding maybe a trade war is the way to make Terran great again. We'll see how it works out. Not exactly sure who's going to come out on top in this Terran vs. Terran match. Biotank up against, of course, Mech Hellion Tank over here. Ross Backer with the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the Pigsty, dude. Appreciate it. You know, it is a clash of physics up against a Katsuro, which just sounds like some sort of anime character. I feel like if I can already imagine like a big fuck off Final Fantasy Gunblade in hand, you know? It definitely, yeah. Physics sounds more like someone whose real name is Nigel, you know? You guys know what I mean. We've all met a Nigel, right? You know? It's a type of person. You know, there's Chads. Chad is... That's the type of person. Megan, or Megan, as you say in America, usually a bit of a bitch. Chad, bit of a douchebag. Nigel, pretty good. They're good at science. They like reading books. Maybe not always the most socially apt, but who needs it? Who needs it? If your name's Nigel, you're good at physics, that's all you need. Good on you, Nige. Up here, Katsuro is deciding, well, apparently none of the Terran units have gunblades. Until Tychus comes out, we don't get any fucking hercs. Maybe if I just make a shitload of fire, it'll be just as epic. We can make a real limit break style fight happen on the opponent and roast his fucking shit. And speaking of epic fucking units, I mean, the Collector's Edition Thor does get me a little bit randy. I mean, look at the fucking wings on that bad boy. There aren't many things more Gundam than that fucking gigantic, beautiful piece of Terran armory. That thing is great. I fucking love it. One of my favorite skins in the entire game. Of course, these medevacs also have spikes on the back of them, which shows us that they will go faster. Much like if you guys have a spoiler on top of your fucking sick car that you bought for $8,000 and then you took the muffler off to make it make more sound. Just remember, if you guys do that, it makes girls like you more and they assume you have a larger manhood and that you can provide for them. Definitely not that you're compensating for a lack of those things. Remember, the louder your car or motorbike and the faster you drive up and down suburban streets especially, the cooler you are. So that's my dating advice for today. That's a freebie. If you guys want the whole book on Pig's dating advice, make sure you do email me your social security numbers and all sorts of date of birth, birth certificates, photocopies of all of that, as well as original documents. Send those through to my PO box, and you can enter my program for how to pick up the people, get some nice dates, impress people, show them how fucking awesome you are. It's actually proven to get you at least one date rejection, but at least there's a date as part of the rejection, which is better than you'd otherwise have. Bernie boys are going to come in. Nice epic fashion. That siege tank almost gets killed by its friends. And Nigel says, I haven't scouted the entire game. Time for a doom drop. And because I'm so fucking good, I don't siege me tanks until after the fight started. Unfortunately for physics, Gundams and Bernie boys don't give a fuck. And you can get the fuck out of me base, you dickhead, says Katsuro. Doesn't even need to pull out his limit break. He's barely even wounded after that fight. He just takes him fucking to Dicktown. Mass Thor Hellion coming down. The rest of Physics Army, which apparently was F2'd and stimmed across the map, says, maybe we should go home. Nigel's like, fuck, I did leave half me army at home, didn't I? Maybe the splitting my shit up and giving the opponent a better chance wasn't the best way to do that. Now it's Katsuro's turn. 400 Hellions. No blue flame upgrade, but Jesus Christ, 2-2 upgrades are about to be finished. Bunch of SCVs are like, seems like a good time to go transfer to the third base. Why not? There's actually no fucking tanks with this army though. Physics once again says, let's fight without the tanks. It's okay, it's fucking Hellions without blue flame. Why not? It seems to be working out quite alright. Gundams turn around and say, no one beats a bunch of big fuck off mechs, let's go! And unfortunately, the power of physics says actually 47 Marauders and Marines do beat 4 Thors. Has a bit of a giggle there. Katsuro says, fuck me, maybe Mass Thor Hellion fighting a few units at a time is not the best way to do that. I know what'll help. More fucking anime upgrades. We need to get transformation servos so the Thor can fucking like do that, the fucking shoulder exercise. It can be like, look at me. I've got wings like one of those people who worked out in, or not wings, what do you call it, where you lose your neck? You guys know where you don't have a neck anymore, your shoulders just connect to the fucking top of your skull? Fucking like Edward Norton in American History X. You know what I'm saying? Like people that work out in prison too much and they don't have a neck. Rugby players, you know, it's like a disappearing trick, right? You're like, I don't have a neck anymore. You're traps. That's it. So that's basically what Transformation Servos does. It's the ultimate fucking overworkout on your traps. The Thors are just going to be going, I don't have a neck. I've got a neck. I don't have a neck. They're going to be doing that one. Maybe the Hellions can be a bit more mobile. They're all in Hellbat form now, which is kind of nice. Still deciding Blue Flame not too important. Nah, we don't need Napalm. Fuck that. He's going to go for a 4th base, though. So Katsuro's macro is, I believe, lit is the term the kids use these days. Yeah, for sure. 3 factories, 3 upgrades on the way. And what beats mech, guys? Apparently it's a cloak upgrade. Ravens and Banshees against Thor. Okay. It's an odd one. We've got some fucking 2-3 upgrades on the way as well. And once again, these tanks they're never leaving home. Physics is like, nah, they're the defense tanks. Tanks can't attack. Got to leave something at home. But he's got a big fuck-off army on the front. Hey, that's a lot of Marines and Marauders. And that 4th base, mightily exposed right now. But that is a lot of Hellbats and Thors. Jesus Christ. Wouldn't it be sick to see a couple of those fucking hot Hellbat drops on top of this army? That would create a steaming hot mess on the blue army. But Katsuro, don't go up that ramp, buddy. Don't go up that ramp. Oh, it's okay. Physics not in position. There we go. Does stim. Oh my fucking god. Look at that angle. Physics army just taking Katsuro to Dicktown. Oh, holy shit, Nigel. Jesus Christ. You were worried about not having friends before. After you beat the shit out of the fucking hentai kid, everyone's gonna fucking want to hang out with you, mate. Jesus, that was brutal. Everyone's got their fucking phones out. They're recording. They're going, hit him, Nigel. Hit him. I always thought Nigel was a bit of a wanker, studying physics and being a bit of a fucking nerdy guy, playing with his fucking video games, but he just beat the shit out of Katsuro. Katsuro is wimping a little bit. He's fucking pushing his fringe out of his eyes, wiping away some of the tears. He's like, this is not a lot of fun at all. I just got fucking brutalized. Apparently attacking up the ramp like a heroic cutscene in a fucking cartoon was not a good strategic choice. Who would have fucking thought? Katsuro learning a lot about the game here in this Ignorance is Bliss challenge. I mean, I like it. The challenge is Ignorance is Bliss. His attacks are pretty fucking ignorant. It's good shit. I like it. But I'm still kind of rooting for Katsuro to get back in the game. Oh my god, physics, you psychopath. No, don't fuck it. I don't think this is going to go. Oh, shit me. Okay, alright, the fucking gigantic doom drop. At this point, Nigel's just showboating. His newfound popularity is going to his head. He's like, I'm going to drop in the back of your base, but that's a lot of Hellions, and oh, fuck me. A couple of lib zones. Hentai Kid apparently was saving up some of his fucking moves for last. Comes in with his fucking gunblade roaring. Apparently he's taken enough damage to fucking power up his limit break, and he shuts those Marauders the fuck down. It wasn't really the fanciest drop position going from here to here, was it? It's like, well, the army's going to be there. Not the best out positioning move from Physics. Got a bit carried away. Come on, mate. Oh, fuck me. He's pulled the defense tanks into the offense. This is how you know Nigel means business. Mr. Physics gonna fucking roll across this map. He is ready for the killing blow, and Katsuro is in full defense mode. There's only one fucking tank, a couple of Hellbats, a couple of Thors. That's a good amount of Vikings and Libs. They might add the power in that's needed. Katsuro trying to take the fourth again, and Physics is like, nah, I'm gonna take you to Dicktown, mate. Take him firmly by the hand and whisper in his ears, you ain't felt nothing like this before, buddy. Katsuro's like, no, I haven't, and I don't want to. Back the fuck away. Back the fuck away. Physics, though, not going to force the issue. Going to wait for consent this time around. Siege Tanks, Marines, Marauders going to go to the left. Marines, Marauders going to come there as well. Oh, no, they're rallying into their death. Katsuro might be able to get a good start on this fight. This ramp is also going to be a death zone. That Hellbat says, get the fuck out of here, dickhead. But, oh, the Siege Tanks do bait them up there. And we've got the Thors and the Hellbats, the single tank at the back. He's got 8 kills, by the way. This tank is like what's keeping Katsuro alive right now. Physics trying to edge forward says, let's kill that fucking depot. Just like anybody, no matter how late it is in the game, how unimportant supply depots are at this point, nothing feels better than killing a fucking dropped supply depot, does it? Oh, the Raven gets fucking shut down out of the sky. Katsuro, though, bleeding into the siege tank fire. Great positioning from Physics. That fucking physics nerdery, all that studying, apparently working out for Nige. Nige taking an incredible engagement. And Katsuro trying to act out some sort of like heroic sacrifice cutscene. Oh, getting fucking destroyed. Actually, not enough Marines left, and one Liberator survives on like 1 hit point. Those tanks are going to go down, but the Marines and Marauders are pushing forward. There's not much left on the ground to deal with them. The Marines, Marauders standing around looking a little bit lost. This one Marine, the last dude that shoots up, the Marauders say, let's fucking engage into the lib zones. Holy shit, guys, please donate money to my stream now, and all proceeds will be sent to the Send Terran Units to Science School, so they're actually fucking not morons that run through lib zones for no reason. For you guys who don't know, Marines and Marauders' entire education summed up is, here's a gun, there's the enemy, go. And you can see by the way they're controlled. I mean, just look at them. Let's fucking... Oh, we better run into melee range against a couple of blue flame Hellbats. The science school would solve these problems. It would teach them how to stutter step on their own. It would teach them how to not fucking melee Hellbats and walk into lib zones when you don't shoot up. Oh, Jesus, not again. Look at this. I mean, it's just move back a little bit. There's no need for you to be dying in this vain effort. Oh, fucking walking into lib zones. Katsuro actually feels bad for Nigel at this point and fucking unsieges the libs, then says, nah, actually I do enjoy winning video games. Immediately sieges back up. Nigel has not been fucking saturating the bases. Has just been fucking rallying to his death, and somehow Nige has given up the edges, down 30 supply. Katsuro, with this fucking heroic defense, has taken the base in the top right, is rebuilding this fucking mass Hellion Liberator army, which is one of the most amazing silly things I've ever seen. But you know, when your opponent's only building Marines that shoot up, and is spending his very limited resources on high-sec auto-tracking, +2 vehicle armor, which helps medevacs a lot, for you who don't know, and Neo fucking steel frame. When you're out of money, and you got like 10 Marines and Marauders, I think that's the priority. Yeah. Jesus. No, Nigel. This is what happens. They start out smart. He's studying hard. He wants to go to a good Ivy League school. And then what happens? He wins one street fight against the fucking hentai kid, little school, well, not really a street fight, more of a schoolyard bash. Becomes popular, stops studying, and starts just fucking making poor life decisions. I mean, what was that? That there is someone, great talent wasted. Great talent wasted is what that is. That's fucking sad to see. Look at that. Hopes and dreams washing away. Jesus fucking Christ. Katsuro here, I believe at this point has stopped watching the little anime cartoons and has started going to the gym every day, sick of getting picked on by those bullies, and has said, you know what, I'm so buff, I'm so fucking built, I'm so tank, I'm gonna fucking style on me opponents. The next bash, I'm gonna fucking roast your face off. Mass Hellbat, Mass Liberator, let's fucking do it. Katsuro's taken a 5th base as well. It's fucking lifted the fucking main off to get down there. Physics at this point says, you know what? Let's build more Marines and Marauders and Medivacs. Not a bad choice, but I do like the prioritization of the gases as well. We were talking about the government efficiency. This is it right now. We've only got a stockpile of 2,500 gas. Better rush to take more gases, even though our mineral lines aren't saturated. I fucking love it, Nige. Good thinking. He's thinking ahead. He's preparing for the future. He's going to stockpile gas, and then when everyone else is running low on it, he's going to raise prices and make a fucking huge amount of money. Starting to apply that great schooling once again. Planning ahead here. And you know what? Enough Marines and Marauders probably will beat pure Hellbat. But I think the Liberators are going to be the big problem. They're going to be the nasty thing. I love this fucking rando sensor tower. Physics says, why the fuck you got a sensor tower? I'm going to scan it. And he scans the sensor tower. He's like, yes, that is a sensor tower. Ah, and you've taken a base. But you know what? Katsuro sees those scans, is like, nah, come get me, mate. Lib zones. Oh no. Physics, please tell me you've educated your troops about what those fucking circles mean. No! No! Oh, fucking, okay. That time they learnt their lesson. They back off. Apparently they've had some rudimentary education. No, they're gonna run into those lib zones again. Oh god, Nige. Can you go? You can go around. Don't go up that ramp. Don't force it. Go around. Go around, please, Nige. Don't try to fucking, don't. This is the hill Katsuro would love for you to try and die on. No, Nige! Don't do it! Nige! No! Don't! No! Please, fucking donate to the science school fucking charity, guys. Someone start a fund or some shit. That's fucking disgusting. These Terran need an education. Fuck what Pink Floyd said. They do need an education. Teacher, please, stop ignoring the kids. Fucking force them to study how to not walk into lib zones, because this is a sad story of wasted talent and trying to force your way up a ramp into 47 Hellbats and 6 Liberators. Oh, shit me. Katsuro here with an incredible play. A couple of Banshees are coming in, but the Libs, Vikings, and a scan have something to say about that. Nice little dodge there. This Banshee's going to get away for about 6 more seconds. Actually, Katsuro losing track of it. Oh, it's right there. Oh, no. Oh, Katsuro's thinking about it. No, gonna build a turret. There we go. Does take that Banshee down. Oh no, Nige, realizing that you've already died attacking up this ramp twice. Your opponent would never expect you to do the exact same thing again. Nige showing the height of World War I style strategy here. Let's go over the top again! And works out about as well as most of your offensives in World War I went. Yeah. There's the reason they call it the Great War. It's because the generals in charge were a bunch of great big old cucks who didn't understand fucking military strategy in the 20th century. They didn't understand how things called machine guns and artillery worked, and unfortunately, Nige, he was doing well in school. He didn't make it to the chapter on World War I. He was already skipping school to snort the drugs, to inhale the devil's lettuce, along with the fucking badass kids, was going to parties, getting drunk. Never made it to that history lesson. And that's why they do say the devil's lettuce is a gateway drug, boys and girls. You shouldn't fucking waste your life smoking on that devil's lettuce that marijuans. It will get you killed because you won't learn about World War I strategy and headbutting up ramps. Katsuro. Great fucking defense, hanging on. The mass Hellbat Lib, always one of the most comical ways to win as well. Did end up getting the mass Bernie fucking victory here as well. I mean, look at these little fucking corpses. This one siege tank's like, I'll do it, I can hang on. Nah, don't think you can, mate. And these Marauders, you know, they've had a few good fights this game. Oh, did you see that? They stutter stepped. I think Physics has started to educate them a little bit. But in the end, you know, Nige fought pretty well, got some advantages, but overextended into the worst possible scenarios, tried to force his way over the trenches, over the top a few too many times, and Katsuro comes in. Big fuck off Gundams, Bernie Hellbats, and absolutely no neck on these Thors. You can see those servos upgrades. Fucking, yeah, no neck at all. They've been working out hard in the prison yard. Good on ya. GG, well played, Katsuro. Ignorance indeed was bliss in this game. Both players not scouting at all, headbutting into each other a bunch, and it was kind of fucking fantastic. GG, well played. My man.